Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Flash, and it's Bundesliga, and it's week 20. And to say we were absolutely killing it over the last few weeks would be an understatement. Remember, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, ring the bell. Ring the bell means that I'll notify you. And when I go a bit bonkers and I decide to have the show at a different hour, you won't miss it because we will allow it. You can already hear somebody already laughing because they.
And you might know about a show happening. You might know about a show. You might know about show happening even before we know, because when Flash wants, Flash does, and that's just up to him.
I know, but after yesterday's performance of you taking a wander unaccompanied and losing track of time, I have to tell you the show's 3 hours earlier just to make sure you're sitting in your seat when we go live. Also, press a link in the description. That'll take you over articles wrote by Tan or Alex or Martin, but every single sport that we cover on SBR is accompanied by an article and tips, parlays, and plenty meat on the bone. Now, remember, you're our third guest. We'd like you to get in the chat, get involved, give us your tips, give us your leans, give us your bankers. And they're a friendly bunch. And if it is your first time, come say hello and also put on there whereabouts you're from, because I love the fact that we go out all over the world. Now, just before I go to the two, is it geniuses or is it genii? I don't want an answer now. Just type in there and tell me if it's two geniuses.
You know the funny thing that Tancredi said, when Flash wants, he gets it. So I think that we can change your name from Flash Watson to Flash Watson.
Look at you with your artistic spin on things early on. Now listen, let me get this right out of the way because it's important, because we're offering $1,050 prize pool. SBR's inviting its Twitter followers. Wait, you want to wait until I finish and then ask me questions?
Yesterday it was 500.
This is important. This is so important.
It was 500 yesterday.
Two different things, Dan.
$1,050 prize pool. SBR.
That's why you didn't tell me.
Followers.
That's why you didn't tell me today the right scheduling of the show, because you were thinking about the prize pot. You were completely distracted by that.
I know. And if you can just give me a second.
Because you should know, guys, that today at 2:30 Italian time, I was sitting there, here, in front of the screen saying, why nothing is happening? And then sending over messages to Flash. You say, yeah, but the show is in 3 hours. Yeah, if you would have told me before. If only. Sorry, go on.
And you even had the cheek to say, am I sleeping? I was sending graphics through at 6:05
okay,
this morning.
Freddie, mute him a little bit, because the Flash needs to do his special announcement.
Exactly. And it's Alex who's told me I've got to do it. So listen, there's daily trivias and there's daily winners to join us from Monday. It's going on every single day. So listen, it's Super Bowl Sunday. It will end. That's February the 7th. And make your shot for the daily prizes. It's free and it's open to anyone following at SBR Sports Picks. You just have to look for the day's trivia, quote the tweet and the answer and the hashtag SBR Super Bowl. Now, trivia closes at 9 p.m. Eastern time every single day. If you've got the right answer, the winners will be announced the next day. If you don't get it right, don't worry, do it the next day and the next day. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Make sure there's plenty talking in the chat. 46 of you are watching already. Only 21 thumbs up, just under 48%. I've got two geniuses with me today.
Wait. I didn't. Thanks for the words, nice words as always. I didn't understand what is the trivia about.
Okay, let me say to translate it into Italian. So
no. In English would be enough.
Oh, yeah, but you're not talking the native language of the Queen.
But
so let's say to you, there is a trivia
about.
So it's a question every day about the Super Bowl, and all you have to do is answer, quote your answer, and put the hashtag, and then $150 per day.
About Super
Alex,
Bowl,
you know
that was enough. About Super Bowl.
I should never have mentioned the amount of money.
About Super Bowl. You didn't mention about Super Bowl. You mentioned
Italian.
You mentioned approaching to Super Bowl, not about Super Bowl.
It is about the trivia is all about your Super Bowl knowledge.
The moment you started to handle this price pot of $1,500, you completely both lost the plot. It's all about minute and spray. You completely got out. Guys, I'm usually the one entitled about the madness, not you two. So
okay, well, let's listen,
for you,
let's crack on.
Is the Super Bowls.
I haven't got all day. I haven't got all day because the Super Bowl starts on Sunday. So listen.
Yes.
5-0, Tan. 5-0 you went last week.
Don't take out the cup because you know that you will have another bad week. Don't take up the cup.
No, don't do that because you hex us all.
Smooth.
Okay, let's have a look how smooth you are then, because I can put a pin in your balloon. Freddie, get them records up then, please, sir. Here we go. Alex at -270. Tancredi -6.31. That's with a 5-0. He was minus over 10 units. Flash don't like to talk about that. 12.25 units up. And the parlay's at -180. But as a show, we are now on the plus side. So let's absolutely smash it this week. I'm going to start with you then, please, Alex. Friday night's game. It's Hertha at +1,000. Draw +600. And Bayern at -320. And listen, when I wrote this, -320 was about. Now you can get better than -320.
Yeah, you can get right now -300, something there, for Bayern Munich. But I will let the Bayern Munich pro with his hat to talk. He left when he heard about Bayern Munich.
No, there was a point. There was the moment you were starting, because I have a new filter on Skype. The moment you start with the mocking, the filter is like screaming and protecting me. It's going in that way.
But this is what I say. You start with Bayern Munich because you all know.
No. You go with Bayern Munich, and I will patiently wait.
There we go. There's the garden gnome. Okay, crack on, boys.
Someone was telling me on Twitter, now did you find value on Bayern Munich and both teams to score? Do you think that it will happen once again? I think that no. I don't know what to say if Hertha Berlin will score or not. But I feel like Bayern Munich will somehow secure it at -1.5 on the Asian handicap at 1.74. I think that it will easily be two goals difference in their favor. Hertha right now are unbelievably bad. So the Hertha that you cannot trust, Flash, it's that is very, very true. You cannot trust Hertha, most of all when they're playing with Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, who without sweating, they are sitting up at the top of the table, 7 points between them and their followers, and I don't know, 7 rounds ago, they were in 3rd place or something. And now they are very comfortable in the first place. Just give them the title already to spare us the waiting till May, till the end of May. Because the only thing that is happening right now in Bundesliga, there is this fight for the Champions League spots from the 2nd position to the 7th position. 6 teams are separated by just 6 points. So that is the fight there. Nothing else, nothing more.
Yeah, I did get involved with Hertha last week, if you remember rightly. I went with them to get beaten over 1.5 goals. Tan, Bayern Munich, they're absolutely cakewalking. But I've seen a little bit of a change in their style. They're not so gun-ho from the back. They're maybe trying to just keep and control on the game. They know they're going to score at some stages. Obviously, they let one in last week. Or didn't let one in, but they conceded one last week. But I wouldn't be surprised if they win this, maybe just 2-0, and they just pass the ball around.
Yeah. Flick is understanding the different moments and how shifting gears, I would say, in the game. It doesn't have to play always at 300 kilometers per hour. They can't afford that anymore. Bayern had a mission I talked about at the beginning of January, gathering as much points as they could before leaving for the Club World Cup break. They debuted with 1 defeat, and then came 4 wins in a row. And with a little help of their friends, competitors, they increased the advantage to +7. Basically, their task was, let's put in fridge the title race before going to Qatar. And actually, they managed. This is the last effort, and I think that Bayern will just leapfrog this smoothly. Hertha are pretty dreadful, as often they are. So the value for me in this, and I think Dominic Wolf has hacked my computer and my notes, because he suggested the exact tip I'm going to say. Bayern being ahead half-time, full-time. And by the way,
half-time, full-time, that's like minus 200. But again, if it's a winner, it's a winner.
No, it's not a minus 200. Come on, don't make fun of him, because you will bring the Skype. Yeah.
I took everything away.
Come on, Alex. Alex, how many years have you known?
Minus 1 to 5, 1.8 for half-time, full-time.
There you go.
I took everything away.
How many years
by the way,
and I can still just dangle it, and you cannot resist. You're like,
but sometimes I make it just for the sake of making it, because I know that you enjoy it so much, you know.
I do. Honestly, I don't get out much, nor do many people around the world at the moment with lockdown.
By the way,
green shoots.
By the way, Club World Cup has just started. They play the first quarterfinals. Tigres Ulsan, the Mexican Tigres won 2-1. The next game will be Al Duhail from Qatar against Al Ahly from Egypt in 45 minutes time after we finish the show. And
do you have any bet on that? Come on, I'm a degenerate and I want to gamble.
Okay, my bet on Tigres Ulsan was actually Ulsan to surprise Tigres, and they went up, but then they considered a comeback, so I would have lost. And on Al Duhail, Al Ahly, I think under 2.5 goals.
I was going to say I fancy it's a 1-1 draw, and it probably goes to extra time. Let's move on, Tan. Here's your game.
You're an expert, eh?
No, listen, I'm just I cannot not know about things and then sit here and pretend, because the people in the chat, they're so knowledgeable, they would pick me up on it. But listen, the only thing I'm not knowledgeable on is the Premier League.
You have a Manchester City jumper?
Augsburg plus 355, draw plus 260, Wolfsburg minus 120. Tan. Augsburg are a tough side to go and get like 3 points away from home, but Wolfsburg are a strong outfit that will. I like the unders here, and this could be a 1-1, 1-0, maybe 2-0 with the visitors.
Unders, yeah, there is many options of that, but to be honest, what I'm seeing, I mean, Wolfsburg are giving the ride of their life, and the thing is that basically what we saw from first coming from Stuttgart, then from Leverkusen, now is happening with Wolfsburg, climbing until the third place. That's their momentum. What I fear is that the moment they will stop the first time, then they will know a long negative moment, same as it happened to Stuttgart and Leverkusen. But Augsburg are not that reliable. It's not in my top 5 picks, because anyway, sometimes Augsburg already have killed some accumulators out of nowhere. But if I have to pick here, I say Wolfsburg to win, and the odds are decent.
Yeah, I mean, Wolfsburg, they're solid, Alex. But the thing is with Augsburg, you don't know what you're going to get, and they have turned over a couple of decent sides at home.
I'm riding with 2 teams right now in Germany, and one of them is Wolfsburg. And Wolfsburg look really, really good and really organized at the back, rock solid. 4 consecutive clean sheets in a row, including the cup match against Schalke. I think that it's not good not to ride with them. Vergost is on fire. He's scoring in every single match. I absolutely love how they are attacking. Who would have thought that they will not concede any goal against Freiburg, last week? I didn't. I thought that Freiburg will at least score 1 against them. This is why I had both teams to score, But I'm riding with Wolfsburg at 1.81. I must do that. And Augsburg, yeah, besides that 2-1 win against Union Berlin, nothing impressive. They lost against Werder. They lost against Stuttgart. Of course, they lost against Dortmund, because also another team that is in a very good momentum right now is Dortmund, but we'll talk about them later. So I'm riding with the Wolfsburg, and I think that the odds are there. Not extraordinary valuable, but at 1.81 I will take them.
Okay, then we've got to move on to the next game, because this game will definitely split opinions. We've got Leverkusen at plus 100, draw plus 285, and Stuttgart at plus 275. Now, obviously, I was the biggest fan of Stuttgart from very early on in the season. Happy to hear both of your thoughts, and then I'll come across with mine, because I've gone deep into this game. As I said to you, it's a tough card this week, so you need to delve in deep. Leverkusen versus Stuttgart. Where are you going, Alex?
I'm going with Stuttgart, but I'm also going with the Alex Classic in this one. Leverkusen, very, very, very disappointing right now. Imagine that they played the Regionalliga West in the Cup, and they used many of their starters, Demirbay, Bailey, Belarabi, Sheik, Alario. They also Tapsoba at the back. Also, they also played Fosu Mensah. I think that Fosu Mensah is a very good transfer for them. But right now, even though Stuttgart lost against Gladbach in the cup, I think that draw double chance on Stuttgart against Leverkusen is the way to go at 1.87. So I'm not taking them to win. I'm taking them to at least get 1 point from this match. Leverkusen I don't know what is happening there. I don't know. What I'm scared about here is that Stuttgart are a very good matchup for Leverkusen. The same way that Dortmund was, and they killed Dortmund in that game. I think that this is another type of that game. But I'm taking the value bet. I'm still taking also the Alex Classic, so I have two units on this one. The Alex Classic at 1.75 and Stuttgart draw double chance at 1.87. Hopefully, Silas Wamangituka will score a brace, and everybody will be happy.
And you love it when he says that name. We've got Leverkusen, who, listen, I'll give my analysis afterwards, because I have gone deep into this and I've gone right into it with the matchups. So, Tam, where do you see this game going?
They are a bit on a mirror, one looking into the crisis of each other and into lack of confidence, which obviously is hurting more Leverkusen. But for the way it is coming, from how long back is coming from the Leverkusen crisis, I think this could be the game where they can come a reaction, because until they play the big ones that are over their possibilities, it's too much. When they are distracted because they play the Union Berlin, maybe they can be motivated enough. But this Stuttgart is putting themselves in front of a mirror. And so I'm confident about a reaction. While maybe Stuttgart, after winning Mainz, which we know anyway is not something special, could not be maybe enough hungry. I pick it in the top 5 tips, because at some point this must stop, must finish, must end for Leverkusen. And at plus 100, I think is a good risk enough to take. Let me answer to Barsaman, that is asking whether if Sule is joining Chelsea. Well, as far as I know, he got a contract ending on 2022. But as far as I know, Bayern is not letting him at all to leave, because they are going to lose also Alaba after losing Thiago Alcantara. So as far as I know, no, it's not happening.
Okay, here we go, because I've gone, the breakdown here is Stuttgart. They only play on the front foot. They're a little bit disjointed from fullback areas. Now, the other team that are disjointed from fullback areas, as Alex told you, was Dortmund. Now, if Leverkusen, sharp passing, they struggle to break down teams that sit across in a unit of 4. Stuttgart don't do that. Stuttgart just go for, you score 2, we'll try and score 3. I've gone with Leverkusen at plus 100. I was also going to go with Leverkusen, both teams to score, or Bayern and over 1.5. But for me, I see Leverkusen being far too classy. You know that I really, really like Stuttgart, but in this game, in this matchup, I think they will overcommit and get caught. And when they get caught, They keep going. It's almost like they put their hand in a dog's mouth and they don't learn because they bite, because they feel as if when they play against the weaker side, they overpower them. They do not lose heart, Stuttgart, so they keep going. What do Leverkusen want to do? They want to hit you on the break. I expect Leverkusen here to almost act like the away side. Pick them off, get in front. Great pace on the break and in between them channels of wide and centre halves. So for me, it's a no-brainer. It's Leverkusen at plus 100. Move on, because here is a game. Again, flip that coin. Getting great value if you like the away side. But it's Freiburg plus 460. Draw plus 325 and Dortmund at minus 135, Tan.
So flip coin that here, I think it's sensible to go with Alex Classic, the both team to score and over 2.5 goals. We know that is basically happening almost every time with Borussia Dortmund, which keep not being reliable. Freiburg, anyway, are someone who happily is picking up the fight. Borussia Dortmund have not fixed at all their issues in the fence, and is not Freiburg the rival against which they can find their solidity. So seems to be a no-brainer for me, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Let me ask to Derek Parra. By the way, he said, make my day and mention me. So you have to mention. But he writes in the chat, ton off the Colombian treats. What do you mean? What do you mean, Derek? I don't understand what you mean.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Alex, I think this could be a little in-play jobby. I think that Freiburg could go 1-0 up here, and then we jump on Dortmund.
Yes.
Yeah, we will have the in-play on Saturday for sure. But this is rather odd that I see Dortmund at 1.7. I think that they fixed their issues. I think that they are improving little by little. I think that Jadon Sancho hurt me swearing at him week in and week out, and he started to play. Not exactly at the
one more time.
Not exactly at the level that he was 1 year ago, but let's not forget that he scored 3 goals in January. I think that the only 3 goals of the season, he scored them all in January. So I'm going Dortmund and over 1.5 goals at 1.83, and I'm risking half unit on Jadon Sancho, anytime goal scorer at 2.8. I think that
Freiburg, is that official?
Right now, yeah.
You didn't send that to me though, no?
And what?
Well, you're giving me official bets that are not going to be on the graphic. So when people go to the official bets, they're going to have to listen.
Yeah, but they have to listen also to the show.
So what have you gone for? Sancho, anytime goal
scorer, half unit at 2.8, please. What I've seen from Freiburg against Wolfsburg.
So sweet anyway to watch these talks between a husband and wife. Really, it's always so sweet to see it.
I love the fact that you're donating half a unit on Sancho anytime. It's a team game here.
Okay, thank you. I will see you on Saturday.
Yeah, well, I'll be cheering it, I dare say, because I fancy Freiburg go 1-0 up, and we will get value on Dortmund.
Okay.
And then I'll be cheering on Sancho's sister, Sancho's mother, any of them. I don't care as long as one of the Sanchos score. Okay, let's move on because of here
on Sancho's sister. No, what do you understand?
Guys.
It's all wrong. Mainz plus 225, Alex. Draw plus 240. Union plus 135. Underestimate the home side here at your peril, because I tell you what, if ever there's a homer, it is Mainz, Alex.
Yeah, I was scared about. I didn't pull of the trigger on this match. This is why I let it off my top picks. I was thinking to go draw at full time at 3.4 because I don't see any team from these two winning. Union Berlin, I think that they should be a little bit bigger on paper, not at 2.3. I think that the odds are bad, but are bad because Mainz are in 17th place there, and they have the second worst defense in the league. So I don't know exactly where is the value here. I was thinking a draw at 3.4, but in the same time, I was thinking Union Berlin at 2.3. So I'm staying away.
Yeah,
totally.
I think you can go with goals though. I don't think they keep a clean sheet here because Union, they're not turning up thinking we've got to keep this tight because they know that Mainz defence is like a house of cards. You knock them down early and they go like this. This could be easy. I fancy the Alex Classic here. I think that Mainz definitely score. I mean, Union definitely score. And then it's one of those whether you fancy that someone's going to get the winner.
I do. I have to say that the percentage of risk anyway didn't make me put this in the top 5 tips. But plus 135 on Union, honestly, is a very good price. Is a very good price that can't be overlooked. Again, it's not that easy because Mainz, when at home, once in a while, they do wake up, and Union are not like a safe train on which to mount on and just have a safe journey. The plus 135 anyway is justified. Anyway, it's great odds. And I'm tipping on that and still in favor. But if you consider that, consider there is that percentage of risk that Mainz anyway at home can pull out a surprise, and that Union, they have their stops in the road. So consider what is the percentage of risk you are taking. But plus 135, it is very good value on Union to win.
Okay,
make it with if you don't feel like going full on Union, make it with draw no bet option. I think that.
But what about the Alex Classics plus 120, Alex?
Not sure. I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure either. Really.
Okay, that's why it's 120 then. Okay, what about the next game? Because I tell you what, I will not be surprised if I'm sitting here next week and Schalke, I was thinking there could be tan madness here at plus 900. Even if you've got plus 850, I can see Schalke definitely contributing in this game. I know that Leipzig are quality, especially in midfield, they will pass. But I'm also thinking this is an Alex Classic and there's great value in it. Alex.
If you again, it might be a draw double chance on Schalke, but it might even be at even money plus 1.5 on the Asian handicap on Schalke. So RB Leipzig not to win by more than 1 goal difference. I was even thinking about the under 2.5 goals in the match. To be honest, at 2.5, but even under 3 goals on the Asian handicap is still good at 1.96, almost even money. I think that Leipzig will win, but I remember Tan using this a team is plus 1, it's a draw or something like that, you know. So yeah, it's the same thing as I said at plus 1.5 on the Asian handicap. Schalke are not so bad like they used to be 3-4 months ago. They transfer some players.
Exactly.
They look better. Let's see if they will escape relegation. I don't know. The difference is too big. Right now is 9 points. They just have 8 points. So it's a matter of matches of wins here. Imagine that we are past for the half of the season. We just have 15 rounds to go. So it's a very, very tough road till the escape of from the relegation. But they must start somewhere. I don't know if this will be the moment where they will start against such a classy RB Leipzig, who are still missing that striker, but are still scoring goals for fun when they want. Let's not forget that in the last 3 of the 4 matches, Leipzig kept a clean sheet. So let's not go that far with the goals market. Under 3 looks well at even money, to be honest.
Okay, you're going against my collab selection this week, and I don't think I've probably had maybe 1 loser since we started on that. And at plus money, the Alex Classic.
You had one
what?
week.
Yeah, I tell you what, I had one recently. Did I have Arsenal, Man United, both teams to score an over as a banker? and it was 0-0. Not even after he had a shot on goal. Schalke, Leipzig, Alex Classic, plus 105, Tan.
I will let you get to my tip, to my betting tip, not just announcing it at the beginning, because Schalke are the best defense in Bundesliga. But when they play...
They picked up in the last few weeks.
Sorry. Leipzig, I meant
Leipzig. Yeah.
No, sorry. Leipzig are the best defense in Bundesliga. But when they play away, it's a different kind of story. 5 out of last 7 trips, Leipzig conceded goals. Definitely, they are different games. Still, after Bayern, they are the most sensible bet, and possibly they are the only one that can still tickle Bayern and make them worry a bit that the Schalke is not of them. But Schalke, it is a completely different team now. They are anyway trying with what they have. As Alex said, they just transferred their players. They did lose Kabak, but they brought Kolasinac. They brought Untelar. They have some...
He will not play. Untelar will not play.
Okay. But anyway, they brought him in. They had some more, and we saw that they were playing different. In 5 of the last 6 games, Schalke were able to find the net. So for this reason, obviously the odds on Leipzig are still too low. It's not worth. And I don't see, as I said, Leipzig for me are back at being solid. Maybe just it's Bayern that are over the moon. But I see that they can pose a threat, which is happening often to Leipzig when they are away. So both teams to score, which I think is priced good anyway.
Okay. Just to tell our viewers that the American striker Matthew Hope signed the professional contract with Schalke 3 days ago. So till now, he didn't play as professional, but he exploded with Schalke, and I think that goal after goal after goal, there is a hope. Goal. There is a hope for Schalke, in Matthew.
Yeah, the big thing for me, Alex, is the way that all of a sudden Schalke are passing the ball. They're not admiring the pass, and they're getting bodies in the box, and they're getting on the end of things. Now, we know that they're not going in at the moment, but as long as they don't lose faith and they keep that confidence of get the ball wide, deliver early, get on the end. Listen, I've gone with the Alex Classic. It's my collab pick. Out of all the 4 leagues, this was the one I went for. So, I'm going with the Alex Classic at plus 105. Now, listen, Super Bowl this weekend. When it's Super Bowl, you've got to start partying early. Well, how about on Saturday night you join us? And there's a poker tournament. And if we're going to have a poker tournament, then take it away, Lee.
Ready to show off your poker skills and make some money? SBR is rewarding its followers with a chance to compete for a $500 prize pool for free. Join us in our amazing social media community this February 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time in our Super Bowl poker tournament. Registration is free and is now open. All you have to do is register on the SBR forum, download the SBR Poker client, and DM us your name on Twitter to get the passcode for the tournament. You can find the links on the description of this video. So, what are you waiting for? Get your best game ready, try your luck, and let's have some fun on Super Bowl weekend with SBR's free poker tournament. I'll see you there.
Hey, we love a bit of poker. So you want to join us on Saturday night, make sure that you register, and we'll see you there. Next game. Tan, Gladbach minus 190 looks like the shoe-in of the whole card. Draw plus 340 and Koln at plus 600. How do we get the value? Because I tell you what, you don't go Gladbach and unders, because when they get themselves rolling, they score goals.
Well, I have to tell you that yesterday when I gave you the tips, Gladbach was at minus 160 at least in the odds table I saw. Minus 190 is not great value. My betting tip is on Gladbach to win, but minus 190 is not great value. And
it's better than some of your odds.
No, I'm beating double because it was better, not great, but better. Well, basically here it's all about Gladbach. It's all about Gladbach. They left away all the stress that they had accumulated after the Champions League, and they are having a decent January. And I don't think that Koln can cause them a trouble at all. But minus 190 is a bit difficult to handle. Maybe if you want to find more value, but I don't know if I'm in time to change that, I would say then Gladbach to win with handicap. So
yeah, well, I've done that. So if that's what you want, I'm more than happy to change it, and I'll just give you the price that I got.
Okay, perfect. So my Gladbach to win at least with two goals.
Yeah, so basically 1.5 on the Asian handicap is the way that you're going to go. I mean, it's one of those with Gladbach. They can absolutely steamroll. The other thing with Köln is they seem to score every single game. So what about Gladbach to win and both teams to score, Alex? Because I think that's like plus 205.
I took Gladbach in my two-team parlay from sbrpicks.com. A straight win 2 days ago. For this one, for a straight bet, for a single bet on the show, I don't have nothing because I have to give them a handicap. And like you said, Köln might score, and this will be like a short win for Gladbach. Let's mention that both teams played in the cup, and Gladbach played almost the entire starting 11. Thuram is back after the suspension. So the Plea Thuram duo in front will do a big damage to this poor defensive Köln side. Köln very tough to play against them at home, but on the road they are very poor. So I don't know. It might be a disaster for Köln. Gladbach, if they start scoring like you said, they will continue scoring, but it might even be a short win. So I don't have a single bet for it.
Okay, what about win at halftime plus 100, halftime, full time plus 120? I just see Gladbach being too strong. I thought this was the one game that we could know the winner, find the winner, and get the value.
And or the in-play, like you said about Dortmund. I think that if we are waiting a little bit to see some action there, and if Köln supposedly will score first, I think that jump on Gladbach's train.
Yeah, okay. Well, the next game screams goals. Cue the 1-0. I cannot see it being that. And remember, every now and again, we see a free draw, Alex. Are we going to see it here? Hoffenheim at plus 205. Draw plus 285. And Frankfurt at plus 130. Frankfurt letting goals. But I tell you what, they score 2 or 3 every week.
They scored 2, I think that in 7-8 consecutive matches. They are on fire. Luka Jovic is the second striker in Germany right now after Andre Silva after Lewandowski. I think that he scored 16 so far this season. I cannot pass Eintracht at 2.25 when I know that they are scoring at least 2 on their own. At least 2-3 on their own. I know that also Hoffenheim are scoring. So easily an Alex Classic here, but Alex Classic is very low, is at 1.65. Also the over 3 on the Asian handicap is at 1.65. So I have to go with the value at 2.25 with Eintracht Frankfurt, knowing that they are crazy like that. They are going all in. With Luka Jovic back, he feels good. He adapted back very good. Till the end of the season, he will be with Frankfurt. With Kostic, that I love him, and he made it to the team of the week again. I think that this Eintracht Frankfurt at 2.25, again, knowing they're scoring a lot of goals. So how many will Hoffenheim score? I think that Eintracht will score with 1 more. At 2.25, there is crazy value on Eintracht.
I tell you what, it's crazy value if you have a little quarter of a unit on 2-2 or 3-3 or even over 4.5 goals if someone wins 3-2.
4-3, please. Give me 4-3.
4-3, of course. But I mean, what I'm saying is you could go with both teams to score here and over 4.5 goals.
I wouldn't, and you're
going to get great odds.
I wouldn't put anyone of both teams to score in both halves at around 5 or 6,
The problem I have with that is that we've seen Frankfurt be 0-0 with 20 minutes to go, and there'll be 4 goals in the last 20 minutes. I think this is another in-play job. If there's only, just say that it's 1-0 with 25 minutes to go. Be brave and go over 3.5 or something.
You didn't have any problem on playing Bayern to win both halves 2 weeks in a row and lost. Now you have
problem. That's why. Yeah, exactly. I ain't got no problem with you putting. Listen, when you put half a unit on Sancho, score any time, I've got no problem with anything ever again. Tan, he's gone for a bit of Tan madness.
No. What I understand is that here seem to maybe there is something I'm missing, but seem to me here that like it's there just to pick it. Left alone, these abandoned Alex classic over 2.5 goals, both teams to score. Don't complicate it. Anyway, the value is decent, not great, but decent considering for an Alex classic and how likely it is. In 4 out of last 5 Hoffenheim games, there was both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. In 5 of the last 6 of Eintracht, if you think about 2 typical Bundesliga teams that are scoring for fun, conceding too much, and also thinking that in the last games they have taken back their form, especially Eintracht, but even partially Hoffenheim. Seemed to me that the over 2.5 goals plus both teams to score, it's the easiest. Like, don't complicate that.
What about both teams to score in the first half? Barca's come up with it, and it's... I think, is it plus 110 or plus 210? Both teams to score. Yeah, it's plus 210 for both teams to score in the first half.
What you are saying to me right now, that both teams to score in the first half is good, but not both teams to score in both halves?
I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying what about. So when I start with what about, I'm asking a question. I'm not telling you.
So when you're starting with what about is like Dan starting with listen.
Look.
Look.
It's look, not listen.
Okay. So
but it's both.
Look. So now I just think there's goals on the cards. There's goals on the cards, and there's goals in nearly every single one of these games. Obviously, there may be the odd 1-0, but listen, I cannot point that one out straight away unless it's this game, because Bielefeld plus 210, draw plus 225. And Werder at plus 150. I had the Werder Alex Classic last week. It's 1-1. And then I get a goal disallowed by VAR. And obviously it was disallowed rightly as well. But that don't mean nothing because we can always blame VAR, Tan.
Well, in England especially. English especially. We just blame broadly the referees. It was very hard for me to get not the value, but to get a final outcome about this, because, Armenia is super unreliable. Werder less, but sometimes Werder is there with Augsburg, sometimes in killing accumulators, and you are there regretting why you just have bet on them. As you said, it's in many games of this week, goals are just on card and you are happy to take it. I don't know about the quantity of goals. What I know though is that both of them, when the second half comes, more or less, when second half comes, they just release. It's hard for them to defend and things happen. So Arminia Bielefeld, especially in the last 3 games, Arminia Bielefeld always had over 1.5 games scored in their games in the second half. So I think
over 1.5 games scored in the first goal.
Exactly. You know where we're going with this. It's draw at the halftime, Tan.
I don't know, because there could be 1 goal in the first half, but I prefer to pick over 1.5 goals in the second half.
Wow, 1.5 goals in the second half. Okay.
So
okay, there's plenty of people in the chat. Hang on a minute, Alex, because I'm not happy. 110 watching. I'm happy. 40 thumbs up. 40. No, come on, babies. Like, we've got to get it up there. 1-1-1. Now, obviously, that's Nelson if you play cricket. If you don't know your cricket, then I might as well be talking gobbledygook. But I need you boys or girls to be pressing thumbs up, please, to show a bit of appreciation. Bielefeld, Werder, got to be a big fat pass, isn't it, Alex?
No, I just found the value right now that you guys.
Oh, is this another one going to be added to your officials?
Yes. Over 2 goals on the Asian handicap at 1.71. That means if we will see only 2 goals in the match, it will be a void. So over 2 goals official. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, let's have a little look at these official picks. And when I get to Alex, there'll be more added than there was at the beginning. Freddie, here we go. My God, oh my Jesus. That's like the Magna Carta. Wolfsburg, -130. Leverkusen, Alex Classic at -130. Stuttgart, double chance at -115. Dortmund and over 1.5 at -122. Eintracht at +125. Don't complicate it. Now, Alex, can we please add on to there what you also want?
Half unit on Jadon Sancho anytime goal scorer at 2.8, and Arminia versus Werder Bremen over 2 goals on the Asian handicap at 1.71 full stake.
Excellent. That's -135. Now let's go to Tans. He's gone Bayern half-time, full-time, -125. Oh, not that -200. Sorry, Tan. Freiburg, Alex Classic, -125. Leverkusen, +100. And he's gone with Hoffenheim, Alex Classic at -175. Oh, I didn't actually...
Will you add Gladbach to win with handicap?
Yeah, obviously. Well, Freddie. What's happening with your fingers? What's happening? You've got the shakes or something? I'm not finished.
Anarchy in Costa Rica.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Schalke, Alex Classic, +105. Gladbach, -125 at +125. And also Tancredi's having a bit of that as well. And Mainz, Alex Classic at +125. I really, really like them. But we need a 2-team parlay. We need to get that parlay back up. Alex, I'm going to come to you. Give us a bit of good luck. 2-team parlay. I don't know. I want good value, Alex.
You want good value. Okay, Flashy. I'm giving you good value there. Dortmund to win at 1.7.
Wow. Okay.
So if you don't like the value, go you know where.
No, I can't ask you. This is the bit I've got to change my style. I can't ask you for your opinion, and then once you give it to me, say no. I'm not doing that anymore.
Anymore?
Tan.
Why anymore?
Because I don't know. Because you're entitled to say and pick whatever you want on the 2-team parlay. Tan.
You're getting tough on each other today, guys. What's happening?
It's that period of the month. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Tan, can you not just give me a selection, please?
Yes. So I'll say Freiburg, Dortmund. Both, well, Alex Classic.
We cannot do that. You cannot pick the same match.
2-team parlay.
But you said Alex Classic?
Yeah, 2-team parlay. Dortmund to win. So really, we're just going to do one bet. We're going to do Dortmund to win and both teams to score.
Okay. And Alex Classic, both teams to score.
Well, that is it, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's
Dortmund to win.
Yes, of course.
So I will tell you exactly the odds for this one. So Dortmund to win and both teams to score 2.8.
There you go. We love that. +180. And also join us on Saturday morning when there's plenty live play. They don't mess about in the Bundesliga. You can be 2-0 down. There's value to be found on the team that is 2-0 down because there's so many goals late on in the games. I love my little red dot. So please come and join us. You see all our Twitter handles, then make sure you follow us. And then we just give you a little bit more meat on the bone. Everyone in the chat, 58 of you now, 108. So I've got 50 people not even bothering. 50 people not even interested in that fun. Maybe they're not seeing the fun, but listen, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means that I can notify you and you'll never miss any content again. Also, press the link in the description and that will take you over to the articles read by Tan or Alex or Martin or all the sports we cover on SBR. They're always accompanied by articles over there, and there'll be parlays and there'll be singles. Don't forget, I don't want to start Tan off, but there's $1,050 and the prize pool for the SBR Twitter followers. So make sure you follow at SBR Sports Picks. Look at the trivia, then make sure you quote
It's already up. The question for today is already up. $150 for grabs. Go answer the question, and tomorrow you might win.
All right. So I'll just, whenever I talk, right, you talk. whenever I'm quiet, you stay quiet.
Okay. Let's do it like that.
What a great show.
By the way, next week, the Champions League is back with a feature.
Oh, there we go. Coming in, Tam. What schedule are you going to arrange?
What schedule you are going to arrange?
Don't blame me. Champions League futures. What, on Tuesday, half 8 Eastern time, you reckon?
Done.
Oh,
Alex, you want a bit of that?
Done deal. Of course, I want to be in.
You want a bit of that in the chat? 8:30 on Tuesday Eastern time, we'll do the Champions League futures. I'll make sure that we go down the card, and we'll find a little bit more value. Bayern Munich win the Champions League, by the way. Goodbye.
Ciao.